At the main rescue point, a lady officer looks at her sensors with a flicker of hope. The temperature is finally starting to normalize, and for a second, she wonders if the nightmare is over. But a soldier points toward the horizon, and her blood runs cold. A massive, stumbling horde is approaching. It's not a group of survivors. It's a zombie tide. She doesn't hesitate, ordering an immediate evacuation of all civilians. "I'll hold them off. That's an order." As the soldier begs her not to die, she screams back through the gunfire. "Shut your damn mouth and get out of here." She stands alone against the wall of monsters, one of the few real heroes left in a dying world. Back in the luxury of the hotel, the vibe is worlds away from the battlefield. Su Chen is finishing his reward session with Duanya, the Hell's Chef. He's putting her through what he calls berserker mode training. Duanya is exhausted, asking how many rounds he can possibly go. But Su Chen just smiles. "The extreme heat is over," he tells her. "I have to head out for a bit. I'm leaving you with some unforgettable memories." Duanya, now completely submitted to him, asks to come along, but Su Chen reminds her of his two golden rules. To stay by his side, she must be valuable, and she must absolutely obey. Su Chen pulls a car from his spatial storage and hits the road. He knows the clock is ticking. In his past life, the zombies weren't just wandering, they were driven by a lingering obsession to reach the rescue point, forming a tidal wave that wiped out everything in its path. This massacre is exactly how military weapons were originally scattered across the city, giving rise to the brutal factions he remembers. The streets are a wreck. Su Chen passes a massive hole in the road where a subway station collapsed, burying thousands alive. As he drives, he spots a group of roadblock bandits laughing while shooting innocent people for sport. One thug points a gun at the car, demanding Su Chen stop. Su Chen doesn't even touch the brakes. "Are you crazy? Robbing me at a time like this?" He floors the accelerator and rams the guy at full speed, leaving nothing but a smear on the pavement. Su Chen reaches his old university, looking for something specific. He pockets his car and walks into the engineering building, where a new set of thugs intercepts him. They demand his backpack, but Su Chen just reaches in and pulls out a braised chicken leg. The thugs lose their minds at the sight of meat, and Su Chen tosses it toward a group of tied-up zombies. The thugs scramble like animals to grab it, but Su Chen is playing with them. He's got the leg on a string. He pulls it away just as they reach for it, mocking their desperation. "Sorry, but you guys aren't worthy of eating these." When they try to attack, he ends the joke with his gun. He doesn't have time for small-time crooks. He heads upstairs to the laboratory department of snakes and reptiles. The place is a tomb, the air thick with the smell of decay from dead specimens. He breaks the lock and enters a room that hasn't been touched since the world ended. He searches through the shadows in the glass tanks until his eyes finally light up. Outside the laboratory, a gang of armed thugs surrounds the area, shouting for Su Chen to show himself. He walks out with his usual calm, telling them he's far too busy to be bothered by small fry during such a critical time. Before the thugs can even raise their weapons, a blur of motion enters the scene. It's a woman, a high-level combatant, who takes them down one by one with professional precision. But the moment she clears the thugs, Su Chen levels his gun at the back of her head. She reacts instantly, flipping onto him and locking his head between her legs in an awkward wrestling position, trying to twist his neck with everything she has. To her shock, Su Chen doesn't budge. With his mutated physique, her strongest move feels like a light massage. Su Chen eventually gets the upper hand and ties her to a chair. She reveals herself as Bai Kang, captain of the Azure Tiger Special Operations Team. When Su Chen mentions he knows Lu Xiaofeng, the soldier he negotiated with at the hotel, the tension finally breaks. To make things even more Su Chen, he starts searing a juicy beefsteak right in front of her, eating it while she watches in starving silence. She explains the grim situation at the college. Escaped prisoners have taken students hostage and stolen military weapons during the chaos of the zombie tide. Su Chen decides to help, partly because of his connection to Xiaofeng, and partly for his own goals. He unties her, hands her a weapon, and pulls a sniper rifle from his bag. "I'll give you some firepower support," he says. Just don't try to clamp my head with your legs again. While Bai Kang takes a sniping position on a nearby rooftop, Su Chen walks right into the lion's den alone. Inside the gang's stronghold, the scene is a nightmare. Students are hanged in the background, while the leader lounges in luxury, with women and armed thugs. Su Chen kicks the door off its hinges, casually apologizing for interrupting the meeting. When the thugs ask how he got past 20 guards, Su Chen just mocks them. He points a finger at a thug and says bang. The man's head explodes instantly. The gang is paralyzed with fear. Did he just kill someone with a gesture? In reality, it was Bai Kang's sniper bullet timed perfectly with Su Chen's signal. Su Chen stands there like a sorcerer of death, playing with their minds. From the roof, Bai Kang is panicking. The curtains in the room suddenly close, cutting off her line of sight and her ability to protect him. She fears Su Chen is being slaughtered by the remaining armed fugitives. She abandons her post and charges into the building, ready to avenge him. She bursts through the door, weapon raised, only to find the room filled with silent corpses. Su Chen is standing in the center of the carnage, effortlessly holding the gang leader off the ground by his throat. There are no supplies here, Su Chen says calmly, looking at Bai Kang as if he hadn't just wiped out a fortress of killers in the time it took her to run up the stairs.